Welcome to what we about to eat. That's my little theme music. So today on what we about to eat some vegan po' boys with fried plantain, and I haven't decided if I'm gonna cook something else with it yet. So we'll see what happens from here. Okay, so I'm gonna scoot it down so you can see what we have here first. Okay, so first we need our mushrooms, and I have some portabella mushrooms, and I cut them up so that they're thick enough to give me a nice bite. And some oyster mushrooms that I chopped up the white little stem part and then just gave the top part one quick chop. Okay, so we'll start with those. I still have some more to chop up. You can cut them to the length and width that you choose. I'm going to be using little bread, so these pieces shouldn't be that big, but I want the breading that we're going to make to be really crunchy and have a big surface area, so I'm not trying to cut them too tiny. So I'm just going to give these last few oyster mushrooms a chop, and then we're going to mix our flour mixture and our, like, I don't know what to call it, buttermilk, vegan style buttermilk, which is basically just almond milk, seasoned almond milk. Okay, so I have my mushrooms chopped. Do I want a little bit more? I think I want to chop another portabella. And I'm leaving the slices pretty thick, because the last time when I fried the eggplant and I left it thick like this, it was a really nice bite, and it didn't get soggy or anything as it was frying. So I think that that's good enough for little mini sandwiches. Oh man, drop some. Let's give it a quick rinse to do. Oh, so what's important when you have your mushrooms, you want to give them a rinse, and then you want to dry them before you start putting them in the flour, so that way it browns up nicely. Okay, so I have my mushrooms cut up. You can do as much as you want for whoever you're feeding, however much you want. And I'm going to be putting some other things on the sandwich too. So now let's get to mixing our flour mixture. So you will fry this with any seasoning that you usually fry chicken with, but today, because I'm going with po' boys, I'm just going to make a mixture that includes Old Bay as well, and I'm going to season it until it feels right. So already I have my bag, and I added a little bit of Old Bay to it. I don't use measurement. I'm just going to pour it on, dump it into the bag. This is going to be our flour mixture. So for this, I'm using self-rising flour because that's the only type of flour that I have, and it's just plain regular flour. I've tried frying things and things like almond flour and coconut flour, and it does make a difference in the flavor and the texture. So for this, I'm just going to use regular flour because I really want a nice crunch. So I got some Old Bay in there, adobo. Adobo's amazing. If you use too much, it gets salty really quick, and I have a tendency to make my food too salty when I'm overhanded, so I'm going to try to control myself with this one. But I'm seasoning the big thing of flour. So I think that's good. I'll just add a little bit. And then I got some garlic powder. Throw that in there. I use a lot of this. Trader Joe's. Well, mommy adds like a nice bold flavor, and it's mushroom based, so we're using mushrooms. Why not give the mushrooms an extra kick? Ooh, mommy. You like them? Okay, and then a little bit of pepper. That feels right. Do I want to add any lemon pepper? Let's give it a zing with some lemon pepper. That has salt in it too, so I don't need a whole lot of that. Just to give it a little bit of a zing. Maybe close that quieter. I'm doing my cooking show. Thank you. Okay, so now for the flour. I'm just gonna, I don't want to use my hand. So I'm gonna spoon it in. Again, not measuring. It's just regular self-rising flour. A couple tablespoons of that. It's right here. Here. Come in. Here. No, leave it low. Well, I'm almost ready for it, so I'll turn it up. I have my oil heating up on the pan already, and it's important to get it to the right temperature, so you can start out on medium high to get the oil hot. Use whatever oil you want. I don't know what type of oil this is. Maybe vegetable oil. Okay. So that's 3. That was 3 tablespoons. I think I'm going to add some more. Ooh, that seasoning smells good. One more. And we mix the bird so that the sweetest things are blended. That's my Julia Child voice. I'm working on my cooking show accent. I told my sister that I have to have a cooking show accent. It's either going to be British or Jamaican. But I have to practice. If it's Jamaican, I would say, see them mushroom. We use some of them in that. That's not a real good accent. I'm just going to use my regular voice so I can practice. Okay. Maybe that's enough flour, I think, to coat all of these. I'm going to add just a little bit more. Because I really have been craving something crispy. Once we coat it in the flour, then we're going to put it into the buttermilk, almond milk mixture. And again, that's just seasoned almond milk. And it just takes a quick dip in it before we put it right into the oil. So let me make sure my oil is heated back up. Okay, I'm going to give it another mix. I think the seasoning is good. Okay. Do I want to add any other seasoning? Sometimes whenever I'm frying, I like to add some smoked paprika, but I've been using it too much. And I want to try a different flavor palette, but I do like something smoky sometimes. So maybe I'll just add that to the seasoning. I mean, to the sauce we're going to do. Okay, so now all of the flour is mixed. Now we're just going to put the mushrooms right into the bag. And this is probably a good time to tell you everything else that we about to eat. So we're going to be eating some sauce with this too on the top. So for my sauce, we'll get to that. I'll tell you the ingredients, but it's a real simple sauce, I think. Okay, so everything goes into the bag, and then we're going to give it a shake. Coat them all up. Okay, so then it's all coated, because I really, it has to crunch right. Okay, all nice and coated, and I'm going to leave that right there. Now for my vegan buttermilk batter. So I have just some regular vanilla almond milk, and I'm going to add some to this. I don't know how much that is, but whatever that looks like to you, about that much. And then to add some flavor to it, I have some chili powder at TJ's. My dad says he goes so much he's abbreviated it. Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's has a really good chili sauce. So however spicy you want it, let me get a fork to mix it up. You can decide how spicy you want it. And then sometimes I add like some garlic powder. We're going to add a little bit of garlic powder to this just for another layer of flavor. I smell it sometimes to tell if I want to add more. So I smelled it and I think I'm just going to do like a little dash more of this. I'm getting excited. I hope that it turns out the way that I envision it and the way that I remember it when I made it the last time. And I hope that you can hear me too, because I don't have no daggone microphone. So I'm going to speak loud. Okay. So just mix it up. It's a nice reddish looking color. I don't know if it looks reddish to you, but on my end it looks like it's a little bit reddish. Then okay, so I think that we could go right to frying, but I do need to like time everything, so we're just gonna go right to frying. And then while it's frying, I'll give the extra things that I'm going to add, like some peppers and some fried onions to the sandwich. I'll make that, and then I'll do the sauce. The plantain should be pretty easy to do. Usually I like to wait till the plantains get black, but I just bought them today and I really want some, so I don't care. I'm just going to do it anyway. Throw this one into the mix. Okay, let's stay focused and get into the pièce de résistance. Okay, so for this, we're just going to do handfuls at a time. So I'm going to grab a handful of all the mushrooms, give it a shake against the bag, and then I'm going to dip it into, just going to pour it into drop it right in like that. And then make sure it's all coated. And then we're going to come and put it right into, let the extra almond milk drain off, and then we're going to put it right into the grease. But because it is liquid, let me get my top, because it's going to pop like crazy and I don't want to burn myself. Let me give my top a rinse. And then I'll do my dishes after the video. Okay. Now, give that a quick rinse and wash. Wipe it off. So this will be my shield when it starts popping like crazy. And then I'll just add the top to it. Well, no, I won't add the top because sometimes it makes too much condensation. Alright, so now I have my shield up and ready for the first dip. And if it's hot enough, you should hear it. It popped my hand. Once it's in the pan, spread them out so they're not bunched together, because you want them to brown evenly around themselves. Oh, I forgot to add something. I'm gonna cover that up. So I'm gonna put more in here and fry them and then show you what it looks like. Okay, so I fried a few pieces and then things got crazy. A fire started, but I put it out quickly. So be mindful of fires. But I fried a few pieces and look, it's turning out good. It's good color. I discarded the burnt pieces so you wouldn't see those pieces. But I adjusted the seasoning and added some more Old Bay and umami and a little bit of salt. And I switched pans and let that one that's sitting over there smoking cool off on the counter. And I got a deeper pan here and put more grease in it so I could fry more at a time. And then I chopped up peppers and onions and I'm sauteing them in some vegan butter to add to the sandwich. Okay, so Can you hear the crunch? Probably not, but it's giving me the crunch that I want. So I put the rest of them, the mushrooms right here in the batter, and now I'm going to fry them. So when I come back, all of them will be fried. Alright, so they're frying right now, and I figured that I would show you how I do my plantain. Today I'm going to do a real simple plantain. I'm not going to add a lot of seasoning to it like I usually do, because I was watching Moko's channel and he didn't add any seasoning, and I was thinking I'm going to just be more pure with it today. So I'm going to peel it, mash it up, fry it, and I'm just going to add some cinnamon and syrup on the top because I'm feeling something sweet. Okay, it's not all the way right, but like I said, I'm not waiting, I'm going for it. And mashing it up will make it a nice texture. Boom, done like a pro. Okay, let me give these a toss. So they're starting to turn golden. Okay, so they're starting to turn golden brown. So they're about to be finished. The oyster and portabella mushrooms. I'm just giving these peppers and onions a toss in some vegan butter. Okay, so I'm going to take the oyster mushrooms out, the oyster and portabella mushrooms out of the oil, and then we're going to do the plantain. They turned out so nice. Look at how pretty they look. It looks like popcorn shrimp. And the texture of it, because I cut it thick, it gives like a bounciness that you would get from, I don't know which, like maybe shrimp or it's hot or crab meat. So I'm just separating some of them, but it turned out really, really good. Look at how pretty that looks. Can you see? Okay. And it smells delicious. Delicious. I'm just gonna stick that there. Now I'm using the same oil, and I turned off the peppers and onions. I'm using the same oil that I fried the oyster and portabella mushrooms in to fry the plantain. So I'll do that really quickly and then whip up a sauce and then start to construct the sandwiches together. I'm really excited. It's so hot in here after fire starts. I'm telling you, man, I'm sweating. So let me get a bowl. I think this is good enough. And a fork just to mash it up. So I'm gonna, yeah, see, this is not ripe at all. So I'm gonna break this. And maybe okay, so I'm just gonna slice this up because it's not ripe. And if it was ripe, I could just mash it up with the fork. But because it's not, and I ain't trying to spend all day doing this, we're just gonna chop it. Slice it, I mean, into like chips. See, that's working out even better. See, if you improvise and you remain flexible when you cook, you can still make something amazing, even though it may not be what you intended from the start. I think these would be amazing. And I'm not going to use anything on this. Like, I'm not going to coat it with anything. I'm just going to stick it right into, yeah, these are going to be good. I'm going to stick it right into the oil. I turned it down so that it wouldn't burn them, but now I'm putting it back to medium. And when you're frying the oyster mushrooms and portabella mushrooms, they don't take a long time. You have to watch them and make sure that your grease isn't too hot, or it'll look like this one that was discarded. So be a mindful chef. And I'm going to separate these and just drop them right into the oil until they get a little soft, and they may turn a little golden too. I've actually never fried plantain like this. I've always mashed it up, and it fries really quickly. I usually mash it up with some onions and garlic and put some spices in there. I'm gonna spatula this, and I almost Pop me. Spatula takes too long. God dang it. Toss them in. And then we're going to make the sauce for the po' boys. Po' boys. And put these things together because I'm so hungry. Now my frying pan, pot, whatever is deep enough so that I don't have to turn them when they're frying, but you may want to turn yours over. Okay, I've turned it up a little bit because it's not making enough noise for me. And I think I'm going to use just this. Should I use this bowl? I'm going to use this bowl to whip up a sauce. Okay, so for this sauce, did I take it out of the... Hold on. Trying to get one ingredient. So for this sauce, to make it creamy, we're using vegan cream cheese from TJ's. I just recently used this for so I'm going to do a dollop. Maybe like, let's do like 2 dollops. I think the sauce is going to be slamming. 2.5. 3 dollops. Okay. And then we're going to hit it with some Old Bay. Don't know how much. A couple tablespoons. I don't know. And some mustard. I like spicy brown mustard. Make sure I'm looking at these plantains. Immersed. Frying nice and slow. And I'm going to add some mustard. I think that's maybe like a tablespoon and a half, but you can add more as your, to your taste. And then some of this chili sauce. That was a lot, but oh well, it's in there now. I'm going to add some turmeric for some color. I meant to add it. That was a lot. I meant to add it to the mushrooms thinking that it would give them a nice color, but I ended up not needing it. And then let's do a little bit of pepper and a little bit of adobo, not too much, just a sprinkle. And then I'm just going to use my fork to smash and whip. So it's like a smash and stir type of action here. Wait, let me... Okay, so these are browning up. I'm going to give it a flip because I don't want them too brown. Okay, so by the time I finish this sauce, those should be ready. And then we'll construct our sandwich. I don't want to see any more of the white cream, so I'm just going to keep smashing and stirring it until everything is well mixed. I hope you can hear me, because like I said, I don't have no microphone. It's getting on my nerves. Oh, that's what I need to get from Amazon. Halim just asked me if I needed something from Amazon. Need me a microphone. Give me a microphone. Remember that from Oh Brother Where Art Thou? And at the end he was like, hey, give me a microphone. Give me a microphone. These boys is miscegenated. Okay, so I'm going to give it a taste. It is yummy. It tastes like a jazzy mayo kind of. I'm definitely going to add some more mustard because I can taste it but not enough. And I'm going to hit it with some more Old Bay. And maybe just a little bit more of adobo. That was too much, but I'm gonna pause it and take these plantain out and then whip this together and put the sandwich together. Okay, here are my plantain. They're golden and yellow still, and they feel like they have the right texture. They're soft, hot, yikes. So I'm just gonna add these to it. I have no idea if I'm gonna add some seasoning yet. I'm gonna give one a try when it calms down and cools down, and then I'll decide from there if I want to add something to it. Just stick that in there. And now I'm going to finish whipping this together, our sauce. Get my bread. Oh, matter of fact, I'm going to heat the oven for my bread so I have some warm buns because I'm a classy lady. This is going to be so good. I'm excited. I'm sweating too. Okay. I think that looks, oh, it smells good too. I think that's right. That's the right color. I have no idea if you can see the color, but it looks right to me. It's like a reddish tan. Hells yeah! That tastes amazing. Okay, now for my bread. Where is the bread? Boom. From TJ's. Aloha rolls. Same thing as Hawaiian rolls, but they're TJ's, so they say aloha instead. And I think that I have enough here for a couple of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to be minis, so I'm just going to snap this in half and put this whole thing into the oven. Smack on the rack. Let it heat up. Oh, man, that's going to be amazing. I never like putting that little thing back on it. I think it's dumb. Okay, now for the taste test. You want to taste this and tell me what seasoning I should put on it? Don't fall. Okay. Should I go sweet or savory?
You probably want to do.
Yes, because I was ready. It's not ready. It's definitely not ready, so they don't have any sweetness to them. So I might as well just go savory and just treat it like fries, because it kind of has like a potato consistency, like mofongo. Like when we had mofongo. Okay, so I'll just do some salt and some garlic on these, because if it was ripe, it would be sweet. But these are not sweet at all. So I'm going to hit it with some garlic. I'm going to do some garlic powder. And a little bit of salt. I use pink Himalayan salt. Got this huge container from Costco. So we've had this for quite some time. You can use whatever type of salt you usually stick with in your diet. Okay, now let me give that a taste. Yo, way better. Way better. Just some garlic salt, just some garlic powder and some salt. Way better. Okay, so now for the sandwiches. You can put whatever you like on yours. I'm going to put some lettuce and some peppers and onions, what I sauteed. And I'm going to stick a tomato on Halim's because he's weird and he likes fresh tomatoes. So, no tomato for me because I have class. So, I'm going to construct the sandwiches now. And my buns are warm. Yep. I stick them in a 400-degree oven. Now see, these are minis, so I'm gonna just open it up and let it stay like that. Then I'm gonna You can drizzle yours if you want, but I want a lot, so I'm gonna spread my sauce on the bread as much as you want, because it's your sandwich, it's your world. And then I got some lettuce. And because these are minis, I'm gonna just tear off little pieces. Got my little, they're cute. And then I'm gonna grab some of these peppers and onions. A little bit of the peppers, a little bit of the onion, and some of the mushrooms. And I'm gonna add some more sauce on the top of that. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. I'm gonna close her up. Ba-dum! You can't tell me if this wasn't on if this was on a tray at a party, you wouldn't be like, "Give me one of them." I don't even care if it is mushrooms, unless you're allergic to mushrooms, of course. So I'm gonna try my sandwich with my plantain chips on camera for you, like real chefs do. Yo, this is amazing, and the crunch is so nice. Now I want to see if this complements it. Stop playing with me. The garlic in this highlights the red peppers. Red peppers are my favorite. You can use whatever kind of peppers you like, but this jam is amazing. And the mushroom really does give it a texture of seafood. That's why I really enjoy eating mushrooms, because you really can mimic either chicken or seafood with the mushroom, and this is amazing. So I'm going to make some more of these, put some more sandwiches together, and me and Helene about to eat. I hope that you try this and that you enjoy it like I'm enjoying it now. Alright, this is what we about to eat. I hope you about to eat the same thing. Vegan po' boys with plantain potato chips. Enjoy.